check, test.
Yep. Very nice. Very nice.
It's online all the time. Is it? It's forever on the internet. TV. Oh, perfect. That's what WIAA TV logo. That's what school means, right? Yeah. I'm sure you watch.
All summer long I get updates. He tells me all I can do. But I guess, yeah, just and so they had to go and find what it was why the iPhone's not built in there.
Yeah, you're
yeah. And they said, so they found this glass in Kentucky. Yeah. They had to get this glass out of Kentucky to China and Foxconn and China. Had to revamp the process. Only 3 weeks. Sure. And then he said that's the way to go. And so you ever seen how when you said that it's plastic, I mean, he would never let that go.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. I got this big battery pack. It gives a lot more substances. Stock was down. It's 7 at 2 a couple weeks ago. 6.8 or something. But still, you're going to get a closer shot. So, zoom in and probably about that much. And you really, I mean, you have to follow this big play. You got to follow it because we're counting on you for the weekend. Got some stuff here we're going to be talking about. Okay, I'll probably handle this stuff. Some familiar with what I did. But I've got some other stuff for you.
Is this one for that?
No, if I tell one's up there,
Okay.
Very top one. Just throw it up.
Okay, you guys, so what he's going to do is he has a replay. After a play, he's going to have a save you, and he will tap you about the replay. You got to kind of watch the starting of the play that brought out the replay.
When he says replay, like
Four right now is this game. So when we start talking about the starting lineup, I'll give you a four. This four is also this game, which we're going to use at the beginning. These guys may need a little help. Okay, I'll take that one. See the
Great camp.
boot camp.
Great camp.
So we have to kind of position ourselves so we fit in. I want to step a little bit closer. Okay. Yeah, not that much closer. And I'm going to see how you break some people over this. Last time. Okay, how much time do we have left here?
Check. Okay. Check.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Goelz Field for the final game for the Fox River Classic Conference. Tonight, the Tritons of Notre Dame Academy come into Goelz Field at Ashwaubenon High School to take on your Ashwaubenon Jaguars. And I'm Bernie Rushlow, and joining me in the booth right now, back from hiatus, is Mr. Craig Hoyska. Craig, we got a contract settled and no more replacement announcers, right?
No, it's ready to go tonight. That's for sure. You know, I had to go down and look down in Illinois, you know, in enemy territory, and had to come back now. So, ready to go.
All right. Well, a couple of 3 and 4 teams in the conference, and of course, it takes 4 wins to make it in. So both teams. Lot on the line tonight. The winner moves on to the playoffs, and the loser stays home.
Yeah, and this is a very important game to both teams. If you look, both teams, when you look at the statistics, are pretty evenly matched in different categories throughout the year. Identical records, but again, a lot on the line. With you win, you're in. It's a playoff atmosphere. You win, you're in. You lose, you're done.
All right, and tonight, I'm not sure if you can see it out there. Well, yeah, you can see it. The lot of pink on the players. Tonight is Breast Cancer Awareness Night here at Goelz Field. Of course, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And right now we're going to have our national anthem, so we'll hold on for that.
During this presentation, we ask everyone to keep in your thoughts the men and women of the Armed Forces of the United States who risk their lives to safeguard our freedom. As we gather today to enjoy high school football, let's especially remember those who are in any way affiliated with the school communities at Notre Dame Academy and Ashwaubenon.
Ashwaubenon Jaguar Marching Band playing the national anthem for you. And we're about to get the starting lineups. Let's take a look right now at the Jaguar starting lineup. We'll start with the offensive line. At the left tackle, we've got Andrew Kaufman. He's a senior, number 65. At the left guard, Jordan Wetzel, number 78. He is a sophomore. Jacob Nordstrom is your center, number 52. He is a senior. Andrew Lubke, number 74, is the right guard, a sophomore. And Derek Potts, number 77, the right tackle. He is a senior. The offensive backfield, of course, your quarterback is James Morgan, the number 1 passing quarterback in the Fox River Classic Conference. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. He is a sophomore. Jake Zills, number 32, is a running back, a junior. And Jake Monroe, wide receiver, number 3, wide receiver running back. At the wideouts, we have Kyle Monroe, a sophomore, number 4. Jake Immig, number 16, a junior. And Matt Perry, number 30, also a junior. On the defensive side of things, I'll let you take the defense, Greg.
Joe Southern, senior, number 44 at defensive end. Hunter Paul at defensive tackle, number 53, a junior. At the nose, Greg Aparicio, number 95, a senior. Matt Jocelyn, a senior, number 68 at the other D tackle. And finally, junior Nathan Jarvis, number 84 at the other defensive end.
Speaking of Greg Aparicio, we caught up with him before the game and asked him about how big this is for both teams and playoff implications.
I think it's a great matchup. You know, we're both coming in. We need this game really bad if we both want to make it to the playoffs. And it's been a really long time since both teams have been in the playoff or hasn't been to the playoffs. We're a good team, and you know, I think we'll come out and really set the tone.
Now at linebacker, Bo Geets, a senior, number 9, and Kyle Mrozinski, back from injury, a junior, number 35. In the defensive backfield, you have Jack Messenger, a junior, number 2, a senior, Derek Fuller, number 5, junior Mason Ross, number 8, and last but not least, junior Emmett Carpenter, big leg Carpenter, number 38.
And you heard Greg Aparicio talking a little bit about the matchups for this game. We'll take a look at the Notre Dame key offensive players. Their quarterback, Mitch Vanden Mierendonk. It's going to be fun to say all night long. He is 37 completions out of 69 attempts for 594 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. His main target is wide receiver Ben Babinski. 8 receptions for 250 yards, 2 TDs, his 31.2 yard average on receiving. The running back is Jamison Verdagen, 28 rushes, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 6.7 yards per carry. Not too bad. And for the Jaguars, we'll take a look at Morgan. 153 attempts, 74 completions. It's obvious that Ashwaubenon is a passing team.
Yeah.
1,160 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. And he's throwing to 2 primary receivers, although many Jaguars catch passes in their 4 and 5 wides. Jake Immig has 18 catches for 363 yards, 4 touchdowns, 20.2 yards per reception. Jake Monroe, 20 catches, 334 yards, 2 touchdowns, 16.7 yards per catch. And for rushing, Jake Zills is the top rusher on the team. 50 attempts for 144 yards, 4 touchdowns, just 2.9 yards per rush. So once again, you can see the Jaguars, the running team.
You look at Notre Dame. Notre Dame has moved the ball on offense quite a lot this year, but you can see that they haven't. It hasn't led to many touchdowns, though. They've had some key turnovers at times as it would go through.
And not such a great kick. It's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline, and
we start with a penalty. And so the Jags are going to come out here on offense to start. It'd be nice if they could get off to a fast start, lead, especially being at home. Both teams, again, being so evenly matched.
And last week, Coach Jonas told me they always like to come out in that 4-receiver spread right off the bat. let teams know they're serious about throwing the ball, and they're not ashamed of it. So here they come, 4 wideouts, shotgun for Morgan, and he'll have Zills in the backfield with him. From the 35-yard line, Zills in motion, and he's going to do a little swing pass out there. He's got a little bit of room. If he makes the corner, caught there by the defensive end, he'll pick up about 6 on the play.
That bubble screen that they ran to Zills there was pretty effective. I mean, they were about 1 block away from opening that up down that sideline.
The quickness of the right side end, I thought that Zills could get the corner, but a little bit too quick, and as soon as we get a program here, I'll tell you who that is. 4 wideouts again out of the shotgun. Some movement up front on the defensive side. Morgan changing up the count. Back to pass, he's in trouble, and he's going to get dropped. He won't get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be dropped for a loss of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It looked like that might have been a broken play. Morgan maybe changing something at the line of scrimmage, maybe saw something, maybe changed something up, and that not everybody was on the same page.
So 3rd and 5. Morgan out of the shotgun again. Looking across for Monroe. He's got him for a first down across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. Just a little hook about 7-8 yards deep.
Very nice throw by combination there between Morgan and Monroe there, hooking up for that first down. Got good yardage, drove the defensive back, and then hooked around.
And I promised you I'd tell you who the defensive end is for Notre Dame that made that first tackle. Derek Campbell, number 79, on the right side defensive end. 1st and 10 now for the Jags, just inside their own territory. Morgan again in the shotgun. Monroe in motion to the left. Morgan will keep it and maybe pick up 2 off tackle on the left side.
Designed running play for the quarterback there, Tim Tebow-esque, that you would see, especially now when the Jets sometimes run the Wildcat. Sometimes you'll see Tebow run that as well.
2nd and 8 for the Jaguars on their 49-yard line. 3 trips to the left. This will be Zills on a sweep to the left side. He's got some running room, and he's in the open field. Gets caught from behind. One got a beat.
Caught by number 26, Ben Harpt.
Down across the 25 to the 24-yard line of Notre Dame. Nice run by Jake Zills. Ashwaubenon, not a running team, and there they have it.
Did some very nice blocks, blocked downfield by Kyle Monroe there. Number 4 was pretty effective to shield off the defender from Zills.
So 1st and 10 now from the 24-yard line. It's like looked like a busted play. Morgan's going to keep it, and he'll lose a yard. Not sure Morgan and Zills were on the same page on that one. I formation. Morgan looking for a quick swing out to Monroe again. He's got a little bit of running room down across the 20, maybe to the 19-yard line. He'll pick up 6 on the play.
Again, nice little swing pass out to Monroe out there on the outside. Nice quick hitter for the Jaguar offense.
That's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. I formation, 3 receiver spread. We have some movement in the backfield. Zills took a step, and that'll march him back 5. Well, let's take a look at that scoring comparison and the matchup slide I have up. In scoring offense, the Jaguars 174 points on the season, Notre Dame just 159, and the key to that for the Jags is passing. 92 completions on 190 attempts, 48% completion rate, 1,450 yards. It's a 7.6 yard average, and 207 yards per game. So they can light it up. Morgan looking for a screen. Under a lot of pressure.
79 broke in there very, very quickly for the Tritons there. Derek Campbell, again, the guy who ran the Zills down from behind on that first play.
Emmett Carpenter comes in. A lot of teams you'd say this is 4-down territory because they don't have a kicker that can drill it from here. But Carpenter, of course, has the leg. He's on the right hash mark. He'll be kicking from the 31-yard line, so a 41-yard attempt. Last week he nailed a 43-yarder. And ball's down. The spot is good, and he pulled it just a little bit to his left. So the Jaguars will turn it over after the missed field goal, and Tritons will have it 1st and 10.
The Jags had a pretty effective drive there. Kind of got stalled here at the end by the penalty. But they seem to be able to move the ball against the Notre Dame defense. Notre Dame has done a pretty good job there.
Now take a look here at the Notre Dame passing. By comparison, only 55 completions on 104 attempts, 53% completion rate for 974 yards, 9.4 average per catch, 99 average per game. So not a bad passing attack, not as high-powered as the Jaguars. And therefore they'll run the ball on 1st down across the 25-yard line to the 26.
Ben Harp on the carry there for the Tritons. Coach Nowak's kind of known for being more of an eye guy and running the football. He's had a long and storied career at Notre Dame. Isaac Searing there on the carry there for the Tritons. Once again, I thought there was some movement up front. I didn't think everybody was set on that play there at the beginning.
Charlie Rotherham is the quarterback, number 2, which is interesting because on the stats, they don't have Rotherham listed at all.
No. Again, Searing on a carry. They just seem to be going between guard and tackle here. Both sides just kind of exchanging. Again, going after the Jaguar defensive line.
Second down and 2, and they'll get the 1st down again running the ball. Isaac Searing again. He'll pick up about 4 or 5 on the play.
Tackled by Aparicio, I believe, on that.
Up near midfield. Vander Mierendonk is the junior quarterback, and apparently he's been replaced by the sophomore Charlie Rotherham. First and 10 now, and once again, Searing, they're going to just pound him over the right side, and why not? He's picking up 7-8 yards a pop.
Again, between guard and tackle, this was something that we saw a lot against in a previous game against Pulaski in the second half, kind of gashing the Jaguar defensive line, going after them hard, trying to tire them out.
Second down and 1, and Searing will pick up the 1st down across the 40-yard line, not around the Jaguar 39.
Aparicio there again on the tackle.
Into the 39, 1st and 10.
First and 10 now, I formation, and Searing again off the right side off tackle, and he's going to pick up 7. Down across the 35 to the 33.
The Notre Dame coaching staff is just running basically the same play over and over and over again. I think they're going to just wait until the Jaguars stop it.
And this time they go to the left. Searing down to the 25-yard line, not quite enough for the first down.
Brought down there by Derek Fuller and Emmett Carpenter.
Take it back. That is enough for the first down, so they'll move the chains.
You're running the eye right up your butt.
First and 10, I formation, Searing the tailback. He'll get the hand to the right side off tackle again in another big game.
Searing the ball carrier. Tackled by Jarvis.
Jarvis and Jack Messenger on the tackle there.
He'll pick up about 6 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Come on, Ethan, get in there. Stop him now. Let's go. Put him down. Let's go.
Off tackle left, Searing. He'll get down to the 22.
Searing the ball carrier. Tackled by Ethan Strable.
Close to the first down, but not quite. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Ethan Strable there on the tackle. The Jaguars were able to hold up a little bit more up front on that one, coming to the left side. Oh,
Little movement on the offensive line. Looked like the left guard, Joe Hardy. It's the only time you call offensive lineman's numbers when they make a mistake.
when they make a mistake.
He's been doing a fine job up until
Exactly. Now it brings up 3rd and long now. It'll be interesting to see, will they keep it on the ground or will they try to go up over the top?
I'm going to say off tackle right.
That's what I would go.
And he fakes a handoff, and rather I'm looking for the pass, and he gets sacked.
Nathan Jarvis was right there as he was coming around on the outside. Nate had outside contained there on that and stayed his ground and did a real nice job there.
You would think the way that the Tritons have been running the ball that play action would have fooled everybody, but not Jarvis. Right on top of Rotherham as he rolled out and sacked for a huge loss. It's going to bring up 4th down and 17.
It looks like the calling timeout, kind of just reassess where they're at, what they want to do. It looks like it's going to be 4-down territory for them, so I don't envision them trying to punt this.
You know, speaking of that rushing attack by Notre Dame, something uncharacteristic, not really expecting. If you look at the bottom of your screen there, Notre Dame so far this season has rushed 71 times for 344 yards, 4.8 yard average, 8 TDs, 68.8 average per game, and they're getting close to that already.
Yeah, they're close to that, hitting their average right now with the drive that they've put together here so far.
Of course, when you gather high school stats, sometimes they're not all that complete, so
No.
they could be off a bit.
Exactly.
I don't know. Rotherham deep in the pocket looking. He's got a man down, open in the end zone, and that is a touchdown.
Touchdown Notre Dame. Caught by number 18, Nick Martzel. They had it over the top here. You can see on the replay. Rotherham in the shotgun.
Got plenty of time and just launches it right down the seam. Safety not getting over there quick enough. So Brendan Peterson-Frisch will attempt the extra point, and it's good.
Well, the Notre Dame Tritons put the first points up on the board for tonight's contest. We'll see how the Jaguars can answer. It's been 2 drives that were kind of stalled by penalties. Notre Dame was able to overcome it on that 4th down with a nice pass over the top to Martzel.
With 2:32 left in the first quarter, and 4th and 17, that's not what you want to see, is a touchdown pass from about 40 yards out.
Yeah. Nice pitch and catch by the Tritons, but it's not what the Jaguars, not as Jaguar fans want to see. So here are the defensive backs, as we go through it. They're going to have to be wary of that now with the rushing attack that you would have Notre Dame with a little bit of that play action.
Carpenter and Monroe normally back to receive the punts, and I believe that's the case right now. Kicking off for Notre Dame is, I think, Jameson Vertigan, but nope, it's not him. Joel Krychek. And this will be Carpenter over the right side. He's got some room.
He's got a big hole.
Got a big hole. One guy to beat and can't do it.
Number 18, Nick Martzel, who just scored that touchdown, just saved Notre Dame from having a touchdown scored on them.
I got to think if the Jaguars are going to pull something out here, special teams might be a major factor in that. Let's see here on the replay. Carpenter squirting through the hole there. He's got basically one guy to beat, maybe 2. Nice open field tackle. So 1st and 10 for the Jaguars in Triton territory at their 46-yard line. Morgan in trouble, tucks it in. He'll get a yard on the play.
Ball came out there. They were looking for, again, that bubble screen off of the guy coming in motion. And Notre Dame's defenders were up in there, and they broke that up, so Morgan pulled it down and ran with it.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 45-yard line. Four receivers set once again. Morgan and Zills in the backfield. Once again, Perry in motion, and we've got some other motion maybe, or end of the quarter. Nope, 1:35 left. Not sure what that's about.
Play clock ran out in the delay of game there as they're trying to get the play off. So Morgan coming to the line. We got 3 wide outs to the near side, 1 over the top. Morgan in the shotgun.
1st and 15 back at the 50 now. Morgan looking, almost picked off.
23, Ben Wagner stepped in front of the receiver there.
He was looking for Imig across the middle, but lots of traffic in there. Ill-advised throw. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 14. Good time to throw a touchdown pass, right?
Yes. Obvious passing down here. Notre Dame's probably going to pin their ears back.
Ball comes out to the sideline to Imig, and he breaks the tackle at the 40 down across the 35 and rolls out of bounds around the 30-yard line of Notre Dame. Pick up the 1st down on a nice second effort. Some yaks there.
Oh, yeah.
For Imig.
Devroy comes in for Notre Dame. You can see here and misses, and Jake makes him miss and was able to gain about 6 more yards. He wouldn't have had the 1st down. You can see clearly he's inside the the yard markers. Searching for the word.
Yes. I formation now for Morgan Ducks under center. He's going to hand to the tailback, Zills. Nice run up the middle. He'll pick up about 5 down to the Triton 24.
Ben Wagner takes him down for the Tritons. Nice job by Zills carrying some of the Notre Dame players with him for a couple of yards. Puts the Jaguars in a nice down and distance.
2nd down and 5, and this is right about where the Jaguar drive stalled last time, but they're going to keep it with Zills off tackle left. And he'll pick up a couple, maybe about 2 yards short of the first, maybe a yard and a half.
Brings up 3rd and short.
3rd and 2.
We're going to be here at the end of the quarter here. The Jags can see the clock, and they're going to switch sides of the end zone. They can discuss the play with the coaches, and as they go in for the second half, or the second quarter.
And we'll continue talking about that when we come back right after a message from your video production students.
Bullying is bad, but there are multiple forms of bullying.
Cyberbullying is as bad as regular bullying, and depending on what the person is saying or doing, it can be even worse. Bullying can be harsh and put a huge emotional toll on somebody.
If you won't say it in person, don't say it online. Most people have the common assumption that physical abuse is the most common type of bullying, when actually it is verbal abuse. The difference between hazing and verbal abuse is that hazing is a form of blackmail and bad peer pressure, while verbal abuse is taunting and calling someone names. Be a buddy, not a bully.
There you go. Be a buddy, not a bully.
Be a buddy, not a bully. Public service announcement from your video production class here at Ashwaubenon High School.
So as we start up the second quarter, Notre Dame Tritons put together a nice drive after the Jaguars turned it over after a missed field goal by Carpenter on the Jaguars' first drive, and the Tritons marched about 70 yards and scored on a 4th and 17. Third and 2. Morgan out of the shotgun, and we have motion again. The mental errors tonight are killing the Jaguar offense. That's the 3rd pre-snap penalty, or 4th maybe. Third pre-snap penalty for the Jaguars. These are drive killers.
Oh, especially at this point, where you have a nice down and distance. I mean, it doesn't get them too far, but it still makes it 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 2. So now we'll see what the Jaguars can come up with here.
Now they got to pass. Morgan rolls to his left. He's got a man open there. That's
Nate Jarvis.
Didn't even see him in the game. And
Matter on the spot here. Yep, clearly a first down. Nice play on the rollout there by Morgan, rolling here to the near side and then hitting Jarvis on the cross.
First down, this will be Zills on the left side. He'll maybe get a couple, 2 or 3.
Did a nice quick hitter there for Zills, right up, right off between the guard and the tackle there, and did a nice job hitting that hole hard.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. At the 11-yard line. Jaguars on the march. I formation now. Morgan will fake the handoff to Zills. Almost gets nailed looking for. Oh. Wow.
They're saying it wasn't a catch. It wasn't an interception, that the ball had came out and hit the ground. The Notre Dame defensive back saw that where Morgan was going to be throwing that ball. Had his eyes on the quarterback as Morgan stepped up from the pressure, and he stepped right in front of that pass.
He had a man out there, appeared open, but the defensive safety, I believe, had a beat on that ball all the way, almost picked it up. Second down now again, Morgan rolls, and he'll fumble this time.
Picked up by Wagner. Run down by Zills.
Second play in a row, that defensive end, the left defensive end for the Tritons, just came unblocked. In fact, both defensive ends came unblocked that time. And just crushed Morgan and obviously popped the ball out.
And they had that fumble. Gives Notre Dame a good field position here.
Sideline warning on Notre Dame sideline at this time.
Got a sideline warning against the Tritons. Definitely, if the Jaguars want to make the playoffs and expect to do anything in the playoffs, they cannot be making these kind of mistakes.
No. Especially the key penalties that have been them shooting themselves in the foot with, and then letting guys kind of run free there.
So 1st and 10 for the Tritons on the Jaguar 24, and we've got some movement. Got all kinds of flags.
77 Cayman Berg, they're got a little antsy. A lot of movement with the Jaguars' defensive line. They were kind of flipping spots, and they kind of, I think, that made 77 think something was going on.
So 1st and 15 for the Tritons. Almost mishandled the snap. Did Rotherham, and Searing's going to go nowhere.
Stacked up early by Ethan Strabel and Greg Aparicio.
Rotherham bobbled the snap as he was coming out and never did get a solid exchange with Searing. Taking a look to see who the center is. Can't see.
2nd and 15 here now.
Offset backfield, slot back. And Rotherham's going to try to swing the pass out into the flat.
Had his man open there, number 21, Drew L.
Couldn't hit him, though. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 15.
It'd be nice if the Jaguars can hold here.
I formation, twin receivers to the near side. Rotherham looking across the middle. He's got a man open. That's Elm again, and he's down across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but again, it's 4-down territory.
Nice play again. That basically almost the same play that they ran the last time, getting Elm down there in the flat and hitting him and letting him turn it upfield.
4th and 2 from the 16-yard line. Our formation, Rotherham ducks under center, hands it to Searing. He's up across the 15. The second effort's going to get him the 1st down.
Aparicio was able to get into the backfield and get a hand on him, but he didn't have enough of a grasp to be able to take Searing down.
So 1st and 10 now for the Tritons on their 13-yard line, on the Jaguar 13. Offset backfield. Rotherham handing to Searing off the left side. He'll get down across the 10 to maybe the 9-yard line.
Geese on the tackle there.
Picked up about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Rotherham sends a pair of receivers to the far side. And he'll just hand it to Searing straight up the middle, and he's down near the end zone, but we got a flag.
The flag is in the area usually of a hold.
Searing run a dive right straight up center. And we have a hold. And the referee forgot to turn off his microphone before he yelled defense. It's all right. So that'll march the Tritons back to their 21-yard line.
See if the Jaguars can make use of this now.
So the 2nd down and 19. Rotherham looking for the quick slant and throws it behind.
Ben Bobinski there, their leading receiver for the Tritons. He was looking to try and get him open on that slant.
At the 21, 3rd and 18.
I formation for the Tritons. Twin receivers to the near side. Rotherham looking deep, and he picks a man off on the side. Gets some nice yardage back up around the 10.
Again, that same play that they ran the last time. Elm coming out of the backfield into the flat after the 2 receivers vacate that area. It's been pretty effective.
They'll pick up about 12 or 13 yards on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 4. And looks like the Tritons are going to call a timeout. And we are going to take a timeout as well. And we'll check out the AHS musical. How about that one?
Coming this November, Ashwaubenon Performing Arts presents A Christmas Carol, the musical. This musical version of the Charles Dickens classic story will entertain and delight audiences as we enter the holiday season. This show opens November 24th at 7 p.m. in the Ashwaubenon High School Auditorium. Additional shows are scheduled for November 25th and 30th, also on December 1st and 2nd. Tickets go on sale in mid-October at the high school activities office or online.
Well, Craig, so far not a very clean game by either team. Lots of penalties, drive-killing penalties. Tritons have been able to fight their way out of it and score score one, and now they're at the door again. But Jaguars just really hurting themselves.
Yeah, the Jags are kind of really shooting themselves in the foot between the penalties and the turnovers. It's really kind of led, and also giving up some big plays. 4th and 17, and those type of plays that they've been giving up haven't worked out well.
So 4th and 4 from about the 6. I formation. Rotherham was going to get a penalty.
Encroachment on the defense.
And that'll be a 1st down.
Oof.
Wow.
Again, like we said earlier, I mean, just between the penalties, that the Jaguars are just putting themselves in a hole.
So 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for the Tritons. I formation once again. Look for Searing to head right up over the, I'm going to say the left side.
I would go with that as well.
There seems to be a gap there. And that's where they'll go with him, and he'll march it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So now that puts the Jaguars down 2 scores here in the second quarter. Jaguars are going to have to mount a comeback here as they take a look at these things. The Jaguars offensively have moved the ball, but just haven't been able to get away from the penalties to slow themselves down.
Jamison Vertigan that kicked the extra point. Actually, that's not Vertigan. That's 87. Brendan Peterson Frisch.
And he missed the extra point.
Leaving the door open with 8:10 left in the first half. Notre Dame Tritons 13 and your Ashwaubenon Jaguars nothing. The good news, Craig, is last week Jaguars figured it out at halftime, came back and scored 27 points.
That'd be a wonderful thing to be able to do now. It'd be nice to see if they could put a score on the board now before going in at half. To take this down from being a two-score game to just a one-score going in at half.
Well, it is senior night tonight. We'd like to welcome the families and friends of our senior students to Ashwaubenon Senior Night at Goelz Field. We honor the senior members of the football team, band, cheerleading, and dance teams. So Frisch ready to kick off. Carpenter deep for the Jaguars around his 5-yard line, and they're just going to squiv it off to the right. That's going to be taken by Jarvie up around the 35. He's across the 40 near midfield. Jaguars have started with great field position on every possession.
Yes, they certainly have. The kicking team for the special teams wise for the Tritons has not performed very well.
So the Jaguars will take over 1st and 10 from their 44-yard line. If I said midfield, I was mistaken. They'll come out in the 4-receiver spread, shotgun, and the new quarterback, Kyle Merzinski, looking for Kyle Monroe through his hands.
Normally a ball that Kyle would catch there, a little bit high, but still within his grasp.
Mashinsky in the ball game, you look for the possibility of running, and that's exactly what they're going to do. He'll take it over the right side. He's got some running room up across midfield into Triton territory.
Gain of 6 there. He kind of was very patient as he came around that side. Was able to turn upfield when he found his gap.
3rd down and 5. Seven and a half minutes for the Jaguars to work here and try to get something on the board before halftime. Merzinski out of the shotgun. Rush coming. He's got a man open that looked like Monroe over on the far side. He's down across the 45.
Jake Immig, looks like. It was very nice route run. Both him and Monroe hooked it up and were able to have enough yards, got beyond the sticks, and were able to sit down, and Rosinski hit him.
Jaguars working the perimeter. Must have seen something there on film, although they almost had the one pick when they tried to throw that out pass. Rosinski again with the out. Immig across the 40 down to the 38 of the Tritons.
Nice quick hits that they're going with. The way that the Notre Dame's playing these guys, eventually I think that you're going to be able to pump fake and get an out and up over the top.
2nd and 4. Monroe in motion. This time Merzinski's going to keep it and try to get the first down. He's down near the stick, right at the 35-yard line. Won't get it. It'll be 3rd and short. Very short. No, not quite as short. The yard marking official can't decide where to put that stick.
No.
Well, very short. It's right on top of the other one now. So 3rd and inches. Brzezinski out of the shotgun. He's going to look to throw, and now he'll take off, seeing nothing downfield, and he's going to lose a yard. And now it's going to be 4th and 1.
Going to be, again, 4-down territory here for the Jags.
6.5 minutes to go before halftime.
Southern coming into the ball game for the Jaguars could possibly put them in the eye.
Brzezinski under center. He's going to pass. Got a man out there. That's Monroe, I believe.
Very nice play there by the Jaguars. They kind of flooded that side on that rollout. You had Southern coming out of the backfield. You had Monroe coming across, and then he had 3 choices, and then he had Immig over the top.
So down to the 28-yard line, 1st down for the Jaguars. About 6 minutes left. Joe Southern stays in there, and he'll split out. Interesting. Fullback split out as a receiver. This is Monroe in motion. They'll swing it to him, pass behind him, and
again, with Southern coming out, it was kind of a clue that it was going to probably be a bubble screen because Southern would come down and block.
So 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Brzezinski navigating a nice little drive here. We got a phone call. And he's going to sweep it to the left. Not much running room there. He'll maybe pick up 1.
Yeah, the Jags weren't able to get a gap there on that sweep.
I stand corrected. He'll pick up none. So 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10.
It'll be interesting to see here now, especially with the way that they've been playing that slant and go.
Brzezinski rolling to his right. He's got a man over the middle, close to a 1st down. Did he get there? Not sure.
Jarvis there on the reception. Very nice throw by Brzezinski there on the controlled rollout.
And they'll move the chains.
Again, Southern coming into the ball game would signify they would probably go to the aisle. It looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Tritons are going to take their last timeout. 5:21 left in the half. The Tritons take the timeout. Jaguars on the move. And we'll be back to take a look at, well, we'll be back for more game right after this message.
If you're looking to get some green and gold clothing, you know where to get it.
Might have to come down to a game instead of watching us on the internet. Of course, if you bring your mobile device, you can do both.
Exactly.
At halftime, we're going to have a special, I think they're calling it a miracle minute for breast cancer awareness. So look forward to that. 1st and 10 now. Brzezinski's got them in the I formation, and Zills will take the handoff. He's still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, headed to the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Zills on a very nice play here. We see the replay.
Well, you can't see much on that replay.
No. All right, so then when they have looks like a Triton down there, a little injury timeout here as they're coming on for the extra point. Again, changes it to a one-score game here. We have Emmett Carpenter on for the kick. Good. Very nice kick there by Emmett.
So with 5:14 left in the first half, the Notre Dame Tritons 13, Ashwaubenon Jaguars 7. Nice little drive orchestrated there by Kyle Merzinski. Nice run by Zills to cap it off. Jaguars on the board.
They did a real nice job there, kind of changing it up a little bit. They hit some real nice passes on the outside, and Merzinski was able to run a few, and then Zills capped it off.
Well, Craig, it's not too late to join in with the other parents involved in Ashwaubenon Parent Network. If you'd like to get involved and find more about AHS Parent Network, contact Mary Brunette. And with an email address that's kind of weird, but CMCMJM, can't read it, my eyes are going.
At sbcglobal.net, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm sure if you go to the school website, you can find the Parent Network link.
And it's a great way to get involved.
Hey, if you are watching in the stands on your iPod or mobile device, you want to head down at halftime to concession stand. We have Kroll's Chili. Wish I would have the time to get down there and get some, but probably not going to happen tonight. Carpenter, the big leg, back into the end zone, and that's an automatic touchback.
Oh, it works. So now, if the Jaguars can hold them up here, possibly it would make it possible for the Jags to maybe score again here in this quarter.
Tritons hurry up to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Rotherham's going to hand it to Searing. He's got a big hole up across the 30. He'll pick up a first down, gain of 12 on the play.
Jarvis and Fuller on the tackle there. You can see that, once again, the Notre Dame's going back to their bread and butter that they've had, just going after the Jaguars on the interior line.
1st and 10 for the Tritons. I formation once again. Rotherham is Searing, trying the same thing, but this time Bo Geets on his back.
Geets did a nice job filling there, but 43 for the Jags. John Deckert was able to fill that hole very, very quickly as it came through.
Interesting scoring statistic in the game so far this season. The Jaguars have scored 23 points in the first quarter compared to Notre Dame's 49. And in the second quarter, Jaguars scored 67 to Notre Dame's 52. And again, they try Searing, and he's just stuffed. He'll maybe pick up a yard, and the probably going to have a timeout here.
Here we can see Hunter Paul and Aparicio there on the tackle.
So what I was getting at, though, with the scoring statistics is the third quarter is really interesting, and we'll see what happens. But the Jaguars have scored 52 points in the third quarter this year. The Tritons have only scored 20 in the third quarter. So the first half has been the scoring for the Tritons, 49 and 52 points in the first two quarters, and then in the second half they tail off. So
yes. Halftime adjustments, maybe the defensive coaches against them maybe can slow down their attack, and maybe they don't make quite the good adjustments on the other side in the offense.
So 2nd down and 15 for the Tritons. They'll go out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side of the field.
Watch Elm coming out of the backfield.
There's a blitz on. He gets hammered. The ball comes out, and they're calling it incomplete. Aparicio on the ball, but he said his arm was moving forward, or whatever it needs to do in high school football to be a pass.
Again, they came out of that formation. The other times they had Elm coming out of the backfield, filling that flat. That time Elm stayed in and tried to block, but the blitz, the Jaguars were able to get to Rotherham very, very quickly.
The incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down. The clock is stopped at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So 2nd and 15 for the Tritons. 3.5 minutes, or almost 4 minutes.
Watch here out of the eye.
Rotherham swinging the ball out to Searing in the right flat. He'll get up across the 30. He steps out of bounds, stopping the clock.
And again, by the Notre Dame stopping the clock on their own, it really helps the Jaguars if here now, because it'll give it with a lot more time left on the clock than had they stayed inbounds or had the clock run.
Indeed, it is 4th down, and I said it was 2nd down the last time, but that yard marker didn't change quick enough. So Monroe and Carpenter standing back on their 34-yard line waiting for the punt. Light pressure. Carpenter fields it across the 40 to 45. He's up near midfield.
Brought down by number 18, Nick Martzel.
Jaguars have 3 minutes and 37 seconds to work. And again, I'll remind you of the second quarter scoring statistic. The Jaguars have scored 67 points in the second quarter. That is the most they score in any quarter throughout this year. So
that's a good sign, hopefully, here for the Jags.
Mrzinski stays in at quarterback. He's got tight trips to this side. He'll roll to his left and float one out looking for Jarvis, but not there.
Threw it behind him.
So the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 3:34. In case you're wondering, the Jaguars are ranked 143rd in the state, up 5 places from last week after last week's win. The Notre Dame Tritons are ranked 167th, and they did not move after their loss last week.
So they stayed at 167. Interesting.
Mrzinski out of the shotgun. He'll fake the handoff and keep it and go nowhere and eat up some clock. The Jaguars are going to take a timeout with 3:28 left. And when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Jags on their own 47-yard line.
Pencil? I kind of need it for this class right now, but you can buy a bunch of other pencils behind Mr. Roberts' room in the school store next term.
Okay, but I need to borrow that for right now.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Here in room 111, right behind Mr. Roberts' room, this is where the school store is going to be. Starting next term, you can buy scissors, pencils, and anything else you can imagine here.
So if you need a pencil, Craig?
I know I can just walk right down the hall.
Of course, not yet. The school store doesn't open until 2nd term.
Uh-oh. Nice half door there. You can make things happen.
Well, we'd like to also thank Pregame Clinic tonight for the medical attention they provide to our athletes in Jaguar country. Thanks to athletic trainer Paul Neuenfeld and to team physician Dr.
Patrick Obma.
Excellent care and attention. Pregame Clinic. 3rd down and 10 for the Jaguars. Mrzinski brings him up in the shotgun, 4 wideouts. He'll drop straight back. Pressure, looking downfield. He's got Perry, but overshot him.
He overshot Perry there. didn't come open the way that he was expecting. The Jaguars didn't take that much time off the clock there with only 3, where there's 3:23 left here. So now Southern on to punt.
No pressure on Southern. He'll knock one down to the 20. And a bit of a horse collar, looked like a face mask, and all kinds of stuff going on there around the 30-yard line on the far side.
Yeah, it was, you could see the penalty flag fly very, very quickly there on that tackle.
So the Tritons will have 3 minutes and 16 seconds in which to work. Seems like neither team wants to use that last bit of time to try to score here.
Nope.
Or maybe they want to, they just can't. We could chalk it up to good defense. We don't have to say the offenses are sputtering.
Jaguars are doing what they're doing.
Tritons did have excellent pass coverage on that last play.
Yep.
That pass to Perry would have had to be right on his fingertips to make that catch. If it weren't overthrown, the risk of interception was there because the Triton defender was right on the tail of Perry.
Injury timeout here as Paul Neuenfeld's out working on a Jaguar.
Looks like Carpenter. And looks like they're looking at the right leg, which would be really, really bad.
Oh, yes.
Carpenter, of course, the kicker. Well, the next Jaguar backer meeting is Monday, October 13th at 7 p.m. in the AHS library. All AHS parents are encouraged to attend and get involved with the Jaguar backer. Meetings are the third Monday of each month.
A good organization to be a part of. Do a lot for the students in this community.
Now, I'm guessing October 13th is not the third Monday, but I could be wrong. Is it? All right.
Oh.
October 1st must have been a Monday.
Exactly. False start on the Tritons.
First and 15 at the 42.
See what the Jaguars can hold them up here. 3:14 left here in the second. It's been like 3 minutes forever. Run the jet play here to Martzel. Martzel coming around here to the side. Stopped up early and brought down by Kyle Monroe.
Tackled by Derek Fuller.
Second down and 7, just outside the 50. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Tritons don't seem to be in a big hurry.
Ooh.
Slow to get up, took a shot.
It was intended for Bobinski there, and Mason Ross, I believe, or Derek Fuller, excuse me, came across, and boy, it really lit him up. Breaking on the ball.
Interesting, Bobinski, the leading receiver for the Tritons, coming in, and they've only looked his way twice, and I don't think he's caught a ball yet.
No.
But he's still on the field, so he looks to be okay. Third down and 7. Rotherham fakes the handoff, looks over the across the middle for Elm. Same play we've seen a number of times, and Elm will pick up the first down at the 41, Jaguar 41.
That is going to be a play that I guarantee that they'll talk about at halftime, especially coming in when they really need some yardage in a key third down. That's the play that they've gone to 3 or 4 times now.
It's a little delay out of the backfield, and the rest of the receivers are stretching the defense and clearing out that underneath. And it's been open all day for Elm. Little motion there. Don't see a flag, but searing over the left side.
Stacked up there by Fuller after a gain of about 6. Second down now here. 5 yards to go. 148. One lift here in the first half. Come to the line. Rotherham in shotgun. Back to pass.
Looking over for Bobinski. It looked like the ref was going to call it complete there for a minute, but clearly it bounced off the ground.
Yeah, the way he came running in, I thought, is he going to spot it? But he didn't make any motion otherwise. 1:27 here now left. 3rd and 5 from their 36. Rotherham comes to the under center on the offset eye.
Looking to his left's got a man out there. Not sure if he grabbed it. Yes, he did. Maybe a first down across the 30.
For Bobinski.
Bobinski's getting up a little gingerly again. Staying in the game. So the Tritons on the march with 1:19 left. I'll go with 3 wideouts to the near side out of the shotgun. And Jaguars, I think, are going to take a timeout here.
Try and settle some things down here. Here in the timeout here, Coach Boggins going through with his charges to figure out what they want to do here to make sure that the Tritons don't score here. Again, we've cut it down to a 1-score ball game. It'd be nice to go down only 6 points down here. Here being first down, I think that they're going to have, with 1:09 left, they have plenty of time here. If the Tritons want to run the ball, they'll have that opportunity to do that. And they've been gashing us, the Jaguars, here all night long. So it'll be interesting to see what play call they'll have here on this first down. So now the Tritons come out. Rotherham in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers here to the near side. Rotherham, low snap. Throws it up over the top. 2 defensive backs there. Fuller there for the interception and touchback. Very nice job by Derek Fuller there.
Rotherham looking for that big play again like they had in the first half, and had a man there, but this time the Jags had the coverage.
Nice job by Derek Fuller keeping a good eye on that. They had 2 or 3 defensive backs right around that.
So with a minute left to go before half, the Jaguars take over at their own 20 after the touchback. Mrzinski will bring them out. We'll see if they'll try to light something up or just take a knee or what. I don't think they'll take a knee, but I imagine Mrzinski will probably keep it and run.
5 wides here. They only have 2 defensive backs for the...
Out there looking for the bubble screen, and they can't get him the ball again.
It was so there. They only had 2 defenders for the 3 offensive players over here on this side. It would have been, that could have been huge for the Jags had it been completed.
So I'll bring up second down and 10. 59 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, they don't have enough
Same
defensive
formation.
backs. Oh, now they bring another defensive back over.
Low snap. Brzezinski looks to his right, overshoots his man over there. I think it's Imig.
He's looking for Imig there on that play, but Zills would have come wide open had he just pump faked at Imig and thrown it over the top. Zills was coming on the route behind him and would have been wide open.
Third and 10 now. This time they'll go with 4 wideouts. And they'll send Zills in motion to make 5. Brzezinski will keep it. And looked like he had a little bit of room, but the left tackle just shed his block. Nothing there.
Delay a game?
Sam McCole, the defensive lineman for Notre Dame.
I'm not understanding what the call is here. Against the Jags. They decline the penalty. Brings up 4th down now for the Jags then.
46 seconds left to go, and the Tritons will, I would think, come after this punt, but see if they can get something going before halftime. Southern will be punting from about his 8-yard line. Nick Martzall, one of the deep backs for the Tritons. And Ben Bobinski at their own 45-yard line. Now they'll take a few steps back. Monroe goes in motion. Snap is good to Southern. Nice high kick. Boomer is going to drive Bobinski back to the 40. He'll let it drop inside the 40, 35 down around the 30-yard line. Nice kick by Southern.
Very, very nice. Had the 2 Notre Dame players going backwards. Were unable to catch it and unable to get a return.
No pressure. The snap was perfect, and Southern just got a lot of foot into that one. So, Tritons will take over. 35.5 seconds left on their own 30-yard line. 70 yards away. I imagine they'll just run this clock. Go in at halftime with the lead.
2 safeties over the top here for the Jags, trying to prevent anything.
Run the draw to Searing, and he'll pick up 1. And that'll probably be the end of this.
Will Geets on the tackle.
Tritons taking their time as the Jaguar marching band assembles behind them on the far bench. And they're going to let her run out. So with 1.5 of football in the books, the Notre Dame Tritons, the visiting Tritons 13, and your Ashwaubenon Jaguars 7. Now your halftime entertainment will begin with the Jaguar marching band, and I believe the dance team will perform. And then we'll have some special events for Breast Cancer or Cancer Awareness Month, October. And in fact, tonight it looks like we also have the youth cheerleading group, or youth dance team. I shouldn't say cheerleading, it's dance team.
Will be collecting money to donate to the Green Day Breast Cancer Family Foundation.
If you have money to donate, please raise your hands and gain the attention of the students with a pink bag.
We are also selling pink Jaguar hats for $15, state cancer t-shirts for $5, and baked goods made by Ashwaubenon State Cancer members for $1 by the concession stand.
Thank you. Your donations are greatly appreciated. Remember, about 85% of breast cancers occur in women who have had no history of breast cancer in their family. So don't forget to make an appointment and have yourself checked.
Ashwaubenon and Notre Dame students announcing breast cancer awareness activities over the PA system.
Get set, go!
And here we have the Miracle Minute, where the students have a minute to run up and down the stands and collect as much money as they can for breast cancer. Meanwhile, the young dance girls are assembling on the field with the Jaguar dance team and will be performing momentarily.
Seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, student and adult parents, for your participation in that event tonight.
So there's your Miracle Minute.
The dance team held its annual civic night this evening with 45 elementary age students. They will be dancing to the hit song from Hocus Pocus, I Put a Spell on You. Let's give a big round of applause for these 45 young ladies and our dance team.
The Ashwaubenon dance team and their younger proteges, the young dance girls, will be dancing to Hocus Pocus in their witches' outfits.
A round of applause for our 45 young dancers. And also to show appreciation to our dance team for this time we spent today with these kids. Tonight's performance of the Jaguar Marching Band will begin with Showdown. Trumpet soloist will be senior Emily Schultz. From horn, Sarah Drew, Callie Fisher, Garrett Carlson, Rachel Filcher, Alex Arias, and Claire Allard will also be featured. The band will be featured on the Maroon 5 song Moves Like Dragons. Ashwaubenon High School color guard members will be featured this evening on the Rihanna song We Found Love. Please welcome Senior Drum Major Sarah Olson and the 185-member Jaguar Marching Band.
I think your kids
At this time, we would like to acknowledge and thank the following senior members of the Jaguar Marching Band for their commitment and contributions to the band program at Ashwaubenon High School. Let's say thank you to Abby Engelhart, Hannah Engelhart, Nick Astor, Emily Boyer, Garrett Carlson, Claire Klavitz, Clayton Collins, Lucas Connolly, Ryan DeBeck, Jacob DeLauro, Teresa DeMille, Austin Deppner, Sarah Drew, Cooper Duquesne, Zach Discus, Cullen Gay, Nicole Gardner, Michaela Gottfriedson, Eric Connor, Ryan LaPlante, Cecily Lyon, Ethan Momart, Sarah Olson, Lauren Pavlik, Kaylee Pettigene, Susan Richmond, Jared Roberts, Courtney Shower, Karina Schrader, Emily Schultz, Chris Schumann, Katie Shevchik, Alex Stavey, and Isaiah Van Lannen. Once again, thank you, senior band members. The Jaguar Marching Band is led on the field by drum major Sarah Olsen. The band is directed by Mark Gimmis and Scott Potter. Color guard advisors is Cheryl Bennett. Production is led by senior Jared Roberts. Our color guard student leader is senior Emily Boyer. Your Ashwaubenon High School Marching Jaguar Band.
Well, Craig, as the Jaguars and Tritons take the field for the second half after that halftime show, got to wonder what kind of adjustments the Jags might make at halftime. They got the ball moving at the end or middle of the second quarter with Mrzinski at the helm. Once again, you think about Morgan, the top passer in the conference, and Mrzinski's the one moving the offense.
Yes, and since Mrzinski came in, they've been doing a real nice job on moving the football. The only thing that's really kind of hurt the Jags is penalties. They keep putting themselves down and not helping themselves out by with key penalties that move them back in bad field position after they've gotten down to the 30, 35-yard line.
Once again, Morgan, 48% completion ratio, 74 completions out of 153 attempts, 1,160 yards. In comparison, Mrzinski, 18 completions out of 37 attempts, 48.6% percentage, but only 290 yards. So, of course, he's been injured and hasn't been playing that much, but certainly the guy with the arm is James Morgan.
Oh, yes, and he does throw a ball a little bit better. He's a taller kid versus Kyle that's a little bit smaller, but Kyle has some other attributes that he does very, very well as he goes through it.
So as they line up for the kickoff, the Jaguars will be kicking from our left to our right. Carpenter is out there setting up the ball, which is a good sign because it looked like he injured his leg right at the end of the first half.
So we'll see how the Jaguars' defensive keys that they found out at halftime, and they were able to maybe clear some things up. Big boom by Emmett there.
And that'll be in the end zone.
Automatic touchback.
Jamison Verdagen tried to field it at the goal line, but it went over his head. And Triton will take over at their own 20-yard line.
So we'll see how the Jaguars come out here defensively. What kind of adjustments they decided to make here. I would think that Notre Dame is going to come out and try and test them out of the eye right away. Rotherham under center.
Get the camera out of the light.
Off to Searing. Searing tries to get around the outside. Pushed out of bounds by, I believe, Derek Fuller on the outside. Kind of pushed him out for no gain. Again, trying to get to the edge, but we're unable to. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20. Again, stacked up early by Jarvis there, and I believe it was Aparicio. No, Ethan Strable. Brings up 3rd down and 10 now. Jaguars stuffing them the first two here.
Jaguar defense looking stout on those first couple plays, 3rd and 10. Rotherham drops deep to pass, looking to set up a screen. He's got a man in the middle there, but doesn't fool the Jaguar defenders.
Brings him down early. I believe there's a screen to Elm there. The Jaguars shut it down early. So the Jaguars had some good halftime adjustments there. Were able to slow down that Triton attack that they hadn't been able to really slow down here at the beginning.
And that'll be 3 and out for the Tritons as they line up to punt on their first possession. Monroe and Zills right around their own 40-yard line. Light pressure, and they're going to stop this play for some reason.
False start. Timeout, Jaguars. It'll be interesting to see why the Jaguars call a timeout. Possibly they didn't have enough players on the field, or maybe too many players on the field. Here in this timeout. Have to see now again. Now, I believe that the have to see what they come up with.
Punt will drop in front of Monroe, but he'll pick it up off the bounce, and he sidesteps the defender, gets up near midfield. About a 12-yard return.
Very scary instance there to pick it up off of the ground, off the bounce like that. But he was able to make it happen.
and 10 at midfield.
See how the Jaguar offense comes out here. 1st and 10 at the 50, 10:20 to go here in the third quarter. Morgan in shotgun.
Once again, great field position for the Jaguars. Starting field position, looking across the middle for Monroe. He had had a first down if he'd looked the ball in.
Made his move too early, didn't look it quite right into his hands. Nice ball thrown by Morgan. Just not looking it all the way in. Brings up 2nd and 10 now. Three wide receivers here to the near side.
Morgan making some adjustments at the line, looking for that little screen again to Monroe. This time he doesn't have as many blockers, but he breaks a tackle and almost breaks a run.
Almost broke free there with 26. Ben Harp was able to track him down, but he did break around by planting that hand in the ground and was able to make a good move.
He'll pick up 3 on the play, across the 50 to the Triton 47. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Spread formation, Morgan out of the shotgun. Some pressure over to the middle to Imig, across the 30-yard line down to the Triton 22.
Very nice play there by Imig on that catch on that slant.
Zach Devroy on the coverage and making the tackle. Not before a gain of 20-something.
Nice job there for the Jags.
About a 20-yard pickup. So 1st and 10, 23-yard line. Morgan out of the shotgun. Low hands to Zill over the left side. He's got a big hole. He's got
big hole.
Touchdown, Zills.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Nice job by Jake Zills. Good job by Morgan to be able to pick up that low snap and was able to get that handoff in there to him right away.
Here's another look at it. You can see just a quick inside counter play. And once he breaks that first level, there's just nobody there. But you got to chalk it up to the receivers for drawing their men outside. That's what the spread formation can do for you when you can pass off that play or run off it. Carpenter in for the extra point. Snaps down, almost blocked, but it'll be good. Which means the Jaguars take the lead because of that extra point. With 9:16 left in the third quarter, your Ashwaubenon Jaguars 14, the Notre Dame Tritons 13.
And again, going by the statistics that we were talking about earlier, third quarter scoring, the Jaguars are that's their highest scoring quarter coming out of halftime versus the Tritons, that's their lowest. Again, they had a 3 and out, where the Jags had the opportunity to score right away. So Jaguars go ahead. That makes it really nice here for the Jags.
So Carpenter will tee it up for the kickoff. Dropping deep for the Tritons is Jamison Vertigan. He's standing on his 4-yard line, probably will end up in the end zone, thanks to Carpenter's leg, which seems to be healthy. Oh, a little shorter kick this time. Vertigan will field it at the 10. He's up across the 20 to 25, and he'll scoot up near the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Messenger on the tackle there. It'll be interesting to see now how the Tritons come out here in this possession after the Jaguars score.
I formation for Rotherham. Got two receivers to the far side. He's going to hand it to Searing, tailback, over the left side. They're going to start this drive the way they started the game, just pounding Searing, looks like, over the right.
I think they tried in that previous possession. They tried to get to the outside versus trying to be in between the tackles. They're much more effective being in between the tackles.
Second down and 6. Again, they'll go to Searing, but this time he gets stuffed in the hole.
Stacked up early. Ethan Strabel and John Deckert there clean things up. Bobinski bringing in the play for Notre Dame.
Don't go through there.
Rotherham in the shotgun. Elm on the side of him. See if Elm leaks out of the backfield. Oh. False start there by number 25, Isaac Searing. Makes it 3rd and 10 now, with 8:05 here left in the third quarter.
Rotherham will go out of the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side. Low snap. Looking. He's got plenty of time, and now he'll take a hold of the ball. Jaguars are on it. Looked like Aparicio maybe knocked the ball out. Didn't see who got on it. Find out momentarily. Looks
53.
It was Mason Ross recovering the ball.
Hunter Paul.
Hunter Paul.
Very nice job there by the Jaguars. He had a long time, but the Jaguars had good coverage downfield.
See it on replay here. Here he's in trouble, and ball just gets knocked out, and there's Paul at the bottom of that pile.
Nice job on that replay.
So 1st and 10 for the Jags on their 24-yard line. Low snap. Morgan busted play. Tried to hand it to Zills, but he's going to lose a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down 11. Morgan looking across the middle, throws it low. Had Monroe down there and threw it at his ankles.
He did come open there. The same play that earlier the same route that earlier Jake Emig was able to get a 1st down here earlier in the quarter.
Again, not a bad snap, but a little bit low, and it's difficult for me to understand the low snap thing going on. I was a center in high school. It's not hard to snap a shotgun snap into the quarterback hands. Concentrate. 3 receivers to the far side. Morgan looking across to Emig. Almost picked off.
Threw that one hot, threw that one early to Emig. Emig hadn't even made the break out of the route there. And
Morgan under a lot of pressure that time. And looks like the son Joe Southern out try to pin him back, or no, it looks like
Emmett
Carpenter is heading out with the tee in his hand. And this is going to be a long one. .42-yarder. He missed the 41 earlier, but that was before he injured his leg, so now we'll see what he can do. Almost blocked. He's got not the same place. Put it almost in the identical place as last time.
Pulled it once again to that left side. First and 10 now for the Tritons.
Of course, last week with that stiff breeze at his back, he could have easily made that one. He kicked a 37-yarder that was good by a mile. So the Tritons will take over at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:55 left in the third quarter, down by 1 point to the Jags, 14-13. Rotherham's got the I formation behind him. He hands to Searing over the right side. Searing piles his way up close to the 24-yard line.
Geese runs him down from behind.
He'll pick up about 3 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Tritons. Offset backfield this time. Searing the tailback, and he'll take the hand again off the right side. He's got some running room over there. He's got the 1st down and more across the 35 up to the 36-yard line.
I believe it was Mrozinski on the tackle there.
And they'll mark it at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
They're going to do a little reverse, and they've got, Jarvis got caught inside, slipped, and I don't know that he'd made the stop anyway had he not slipped, but got caught on the end around and pick up about 8 on the play.
Mrozinski was able to run him down, him and Jackson Messenger. Mrozinski was able to trip him up enough that Jackson was able to come in there and finish off the job.
Going to bring up 2nd and about 3. Ball is on the 45-yard line. I formation for the Tritons. And they'll hand to Searing. He fumbles. Big turnover for the Tritons again. Jaguars certainly look like they haven't, and it looks like
Fuller comes out of the pile.
Derek Fuller. We got a Jaguar down on the play. Might be Joe Southern. He's up now. That's Jarvis. But huge turnover forced by the Jaguar defense. Searing just got the ball popped out as he hit the first level. And big turnover. Jaguars good field position once again. Just inside their own territory.
It was really interesting how that ball popped out. I mean, it was like it was hit from behind, or it looked like his hand was like extending towards it.
It's getting cold there down on the field, so ball security an issue now. Morgan looking for the double pass. He's got him. He's got someone over there. Intercepted. Jarvis went up for it. And
so did Devroy at the same time. They kind of came down with it at the same time, but Devroy was able to pull it away from Jarvis.
It was Derek Fuller on the screen. The pass to Fuller was low to begin with, and then Fuller launched it. I'll tell you, if he'd have had about 10 more yards or 5 more yards worth, Monroe was wide open behind Jarvis on that play. But in any case, the Tritons will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line, and Searing will take off over to the right side, gain about 6 yards up to the 31.
Southern with the tackle.
So the offense is trade turnovers here in the mid-going of the third quarter. And looks like the Tritons are going to want to talk this one over. They'll take the timeout. And we'll head off to find out something about the AHS musical coming to town this November. Going to be a good one, a Christmas Carol.
Coming this November, Ashwaubenon Performing Arts presents A Christmas Carol, the musical. This musical version of the Charles Dickens classic story will entertain and delight audiences as we enter the holiday season. This show opens November 24th at 7 p.m. in the Ashwaubenon High School Auditorium. Additional shows are scheduled for November 25th and 30th, also on December 1st and 2nd. Tickets go on sale in mid-October at the high school activities office or online.
So the Jaguars came out at halftime as we expected, looking a little more energy in their step. They got the turnover right away and scored to go ahead in this ball game. And we traded a couple of turnovers, and the defenses are coming alive right now.
Yeah, the defenses are doing a good job here, especially here. I think after the halftime adjustments that you'd have, it was nice for the Jaguars to score and take the lead.
And the Tritons back up on the ball, second and about 4. I formation. And Searing to the right side. He's got a little bit of a hole. He'll get the first down after a pickup of about 6.
Searing's really been a workhorse for the Tritons in this game, especially going over the right side of the line. Boy, he's been doing a really good job. They keep going to that well. Eventually, the only thing that's really kind of slowed him down was when he fumbled the ball.
So 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Searing again gets the hand through the middle. He's got a few running yards. Nice hit there by Southern, I believe. And Searing slow to get up.
They would say that's bringing the wood.
Searing's had a nice night tonight. Some big runs. One mishap at the fumble on the last drive and taking a hit there, but he's some nifty running tonight.
Yeah, he's done a real nice job for the Tritons.
And he'll get another shot at it. Come over to the left side, and he's going to pick up the first down just across the 48-yard line.
Mrozinski and Messenger on the tackle.
Tritons going back to what worked for them in the first quarter. Just pounding Searing, but you got to wonder how long he can take that pounding. I formation once again. Rotherham hands to Searing off the left side. Again a hole. Gashes him for another 5 yards. Up across the 50 into Jaguar territory to the 48.
Strable in on the tackle, was able to bring him down.
They'll bring up about 2nd and 6 for the Tritons. Once again, they go with the eye. Tight formation, one split out, and Searing up the middle. They'll get close to the first down. It'll probably be about a half a yard short. You got to think any time now the Jaguars are going to start stacking the box.
Yeah, I think that's what Notre Dame might be waiting for. Is to see when the Jaguars are going to bring in that many guys and then they might try to throw over the top to Bobinski.
So they'll stay with that tight formation, one split receiver I formation, and Searing to the left side. He'll get the first down across the 40 and down to the Jaguar 38. Moving the chains are the Tritons. 1:47 left in the third quarter. They are down 1 point to your Jaguars, 14-13.
Here with Bobinski coming in to the ball game, here might be where they might look to maybe go a little play action.
Got 2 receivers this time, offset backfield. And Rotherham does drop. He's looking for the sideline for Bobinski, but off his hands. Mrozinski on the coverage.
I thought they'd try to go a little more play action than that. That was just a direct 5-step drop and look for Bobinski on the outside.
Second down and 10, 38-yard line. Rotherham fakes the draw, looking for Elm, but threw behind him. And I'll tell you, it was Carpenter, or I think it was Joe Southern out there, slipped down, and had he not slipped, the ball would have been right in his numbers.
Yep. Brings up 3rd and 10 now. Again, they didn't run on these first two downs of this set, so it gives them a little bit longer down and distance. Now it has to be a pass. They expect to get a first down, but they might be thinking this is 4-down territory.
And so Rotherham will roll to his right. He's got pressure, and he's got a man out, and that's Jarvis hammering Rotherham right at mid the field stripe. We have a flag on the play.
I believe Deckert was held as he was blitzing and coming after Rotherham.
And they are indicating a hole, and I would think the Jaguars would decline it.
Certainly takes them out of that 4-down territory when it brings them back across the mid-stripe. So now they are going to punt.
About 4th and 25, 23. Monroe and Carpenter back. High snap. Jaguars almost get a piece of it. And I think that's Zills.
Zills back there to retrieve the punt.
Jaguars have been, when they bring the pressure, they've been just right there on that opportunity to block the punt. They haven't gotten it yet, but it's been close a couple times.
Yeah, Strabel coming in there, he almost had it there, and he was lucky to be able to not hit the guy. I was surprised that he was able to have the body control not to hit the punter.
So 1st and 10 for the Jaguars on their 20-yard line. We got an unusual I formation, but Morgan fakes the handoff, hits Imig across the middle for the first down, up across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Did a nice job there on that little, the way they had the route sequenced. Monroe came underneath as they would go through.
Take a look at it here. You can see that it's a crossing pattern. You got an out pattern there, and then Imig crosses to the middle. Just a bullet by Morgan. Nice grab by Imig. So 1st and 10 now. Morgan looking to set up a screen to the right side. He's got a man out there with blockers, and Zills kind of outran his blockers. Got the first down, but a little more patience, he might have netted a few more yards.
Yes, if he had been a little more patient on it and let those guys get.
Here you can see Morgan almost taking a shot there, and look at the Jaguars. 3 of them up there, and Zills just outruns them. So 1st and 10 for the Jags at their own 45-yard line. 4 wideouts and Morgan in the shotgun. He'll hand it to Zills, who fumbles it and gets back, covers it up, and he'll gain a couple yards on the fumble.
He was able to corral it after he let it go there.
At the end of 3, it's Notre Dame Academy Tritons 13 and your Ashwaubenon Jaguars 14. We've got 1 quarter to go here in this battle for playoff life, and back after this break.
Bullying is bad, but there are multiple forms of bullying.
Cyberbullying is as bad as regular bullying, and depending on what the person is saying or doing, it can be even worse. Bullying can be harsh and put a huge emotional toll on somebody.
If you won't say it in person, don't say it online. Most people have the common assumption that physical abuse is the most common type of bullying, and actually it is verbal abuse. The difference between hazing and verbal abuse is that hazing is a form of blackmail and bad peer pressure, while verbal abuse is taunting and calling someone names. Be a buddy, not a bully.
All right, be a buddy, not a bully. And that's a theme this year here. We would have. The Jaguars come out here almost to midfield, almost to Notre Dame territory. Morgan in the shotgun.
Trips to the right. He's going to hand the end around to Zills. Zills has got some running room up across the 50 down to the 47-yard line, Notre Dame.
Very nice job that time by that pack of receivers on the outside to be able to get the edge.
You can see Zills making the cut through the edge, picking up nice yardage.
Very nice job.
So 3rd down and about 2.5. Morgan in the shotgun. Triple receivers at this side. He'll roll left, looking across. He's got a man there. Throws it behind it to Perry. Looked like he caught it, and yet they're going to give him the catch, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by Matthew Perry there.
See the ball behind him, and he had a slide, come back for it.
At the Notre Dame 24, 1st and 10.
Jaguars moving the chains. Morgan this time will hand to Zills. He finds a hole on a cutback, and he's up across the 40 to 35-yard line of the Tritons. Pick up about 9 on that play. Nice run by Zills.
Zills really accelerated into the hole there. It was a real nice job. You can see here.
It looks like he's going to go outside, then he just cuts it up, sees a gap, and shoots it. I formation for Morgan, 3 receivers. Monroe in motion to the right. And he'll give it to Zills again, and they'll pick up the 1st down. So the Jaguars doing a little bit of uncharacteristic running tonight.
Yeah, they're really doing a nice job here, handing the ball to Zills. And Zills is doing a great job of running hard. He's just really running hard into the holes.
They'll stick with the I formation. Joe Southern, the fullback, in front of Zills. And Zills will follow him, but not much there that time.
That time the defensive end was able to crash down from the inside there, 88 for the Tritons. Gus Dennis was able to charge down and take Zills down.
Sam McCall also in there filling the hole for the Tritons. Back to the shotgun spread formation. Morgan looking in the middle. He's got a man down there.
Morgan's pass complete to Jake Monroe.
Jake Monroe.
Here you can see nice job here by Monroe, just sitting down on that hook route.
He'll pick up about 8 on the play. He'll bring up 3rd and 1.5. Back to the I formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Imig to the top, and this time Zills is going to punch it forward, but I don't think he got the 1st down.
Nope.
That's going to bring up 4th and 1. He got a half a yard, but he's 4th and 1. Morgan comes to the sideline to get the play. You got to watch that play clock as they hurry to the line in the I formation. A little movement on the defense, and now we got flags. Had to wonder if that's what they told him when he came over.
Yeah. Nice. It's a great break for the Jaguars here to be able to get that 1st down on a 4th down and inches.
So 1st and 10 now for the Jaguars inside the 20-yard line. They're going to hand it to Zills on the end around. He's not going to get much. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Couldn't quite get the edge there. The Jaguars were unable to get any kind of push. Notre Dame was able to stay solid on that edge.
Southern checks into the game now. Fullback. 2nd and 10 on the 19-yard line. 3 receivers set. Out of the eye, Morgan under center. Monroe in motion. Inside handoff to Southern. He had some green shirts in front of him for blocking, but they weren't pushing anybody forward.
No, it just kind of ran into a wall.
So no gain. He'll 3rd and 10 from the 19. Looks like the Jags will have to go to the air. Three receivers to the far side of the field. Morgan drops, looking across the middle, got Monroe there, and he's down to the 5. Couple of defenders hanging on him, and he almost gets in the end zone, down around the 1.
Monroe did a real nice job there on that crossing route. You can see here as he comes open.
He's determined not to go down.
Did everything he could to try and get in that end zone.
3 Tritons hanging on him there. Jaguars in the eye. Looks like they're going to power this one in. They'll give it to Zills. And touchdown.
And touchdown Jaguars. Now in this instance, I see Emmett coming in, but you might think about 2 here at this instant. Well, they're just going to put points on the board.
Yeah.
Make it an 8-point lead. Means they have to get a 2-point conversion if they were to score.
Snap is good. Carpenter through the upright. So with 6:41 left in this game, your Ashwaubenon Jaguars 21, the Notre Dame Tritons 13. Jaguars 6 minutes and 41 seconds left away from a playoff opportunity. Should they hold on?
The Jags did a nice job there in that sequence. Zills really ran hard on that drive. I mean, he really did some really nice things for the Jags.
A touchdown over the left side. Andrew Kaufman, the left tackle over there, powering his way into pushing the Tritons enough to get Zills into the end zone.
See if Emmett can get us another touchback here for the Jags.
Andrew Lubke and Andrew Kaufman there. Left side of the line.
Carpenter's not kicking it off. Jacob Paul in on the kickoff.
And Vertigan will move up to his 15-yard line. That'll be a short kick up to the 20. Vertigan lets it drop and then fields it across the 25, up close to the 30.
Derek Fuller coming out on the tackle.
At the 29, 1st and 10, Notre Dame.
First and 10 for the Tritons on their 28-yard line. They'll hand to Searing on the left side, and he'll rumble up to the 34. Triton's going to stick with that run with 6 minutes left. They have to score 8 points. Second and 5 for Notre Dame. Just inside their own 35-yard line. Tight formation out of the eye. Rather than going to hand to Searing. Searing slips, and he just barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Strabel was there to just kind of touch him down.
At the 35, third and 5.
Third and 5 now for the Tritons.
Shotgun for Rotherham. 3 receivers to the far side. A little bit of a low snap. He's got some time, but now he's in trouble. Looking for some running room. Breaks a tackle, but goes down on the line of scrimmage.
Very nice coverage that time by the Jags in the defensive backfield. You can see every wide receiver was clearly covered.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And looks like they're going to bring in the punting team. Pressure is light. High kick out of bounds around the 50-yard line.
At the Notre Dame 47, first and 10, Ashwaubenon.
They're going to mark it at the Notre Dame 47. Not a great kick.
No, it gives the Jags a very good field position at this point in the game.
Chance, opportunity for the Jaguars to put this one in the books. Start thinking about the playoffs. And they'll come out in the I formation. It was successful on the last drive. Joe Southern in front of Jake Zills. This will be Zills on the pitch. Southern up front with block. Zills makes a cut up across the 45 to or down to the 43, but we have a penalty flag, and that's probably going to be holding. Indeed it is. Holding on the Jags, and we'll march it back 10.
You can see Zills on the run there, negated by that penalty.
Didn't see the holding on the replay, but we don't always catch that stuff. So that's going to bring up 1st and 20 from the Jags' own 40-yard line back in their own territory. Actually, it's more like 1st and 22. They'll stick with the same formation. Morgan drops a little pressure, but they set up the screen to Southern. He's got a blocker out front. He cuts back. He's across the 50 and 45. He's got blockers. He's down into right around the 30-yard line of Trenton territory.
Martzel, or I can't make it out if it was Martzel or Bobinski that was able to drag him down from behind, but it was a nicely set up screen there by the Jaguars for Southern.
Couldn't execute that much better. Southern had a blocker out there, and he just made the right move around the block. So Jaguars with a big play. 1st and 10 on their Triton 30. On the march with 3:55 left in this game, and they're not going to stop throwing the ball apparently. But they'll run this one to Zills. Get a couple, maybe 2 yards down to the 28.
Notre Dame now is really stacking the box hard. Over here on the outside, the wide receiver is wide open. I don't think they want to throw the ball, but Notre Dame is expecting them to run it.
2nd down, 7 for the Jags. 3:14 left in this game. Morgan will take it and hand it to Zills out of the eye. Zills breaks a tackle or two, and he's down, and he may have the first down.
Zills was like a pinball coming through that. He just kind of bounced from one spot to the next.
Here you can see Zills on the attack. It looks like he's stacked up, but he just bounces out of it. Didn't make the first down, but he did make the first down. So 3 minutes left in this game and a first down on the Triton 20-yard line. The Jaguars in a good position to put this one out of reach, either by running out the clock or punching it in for another score. Morgan looks over the defense, ticking off some time on the clock. Now we'll duck under center and hand it to Zills in the backfield. Zills will pick up about 4 on the play. And now the Tritons will take a timeout. 2:34 left. Tritons have taken their second timeout. They've got 1 left. So, senior night tonight. Tonight we recognize the seniors on the football team as well as the dance team, cheerleading team, the band, and recognize the fine senior students for all their involvement and accomplishments in athletics through the years at Ashwaubenon High School. We wish them well during their final year at Ashwaubenon and their future endeavors for their last home football game.
Yeah, it's a pretty bittersweet thing when you're a senior, the last home football game. If they get in the playoffs, certainly you're going to be on the road. So, but there's nothing like being a senior in high school. Great year of your life.
Now they do get into the playoffs, and it looks like they probably will. They will play an away game next weekend, next Friday, and if they win that, they will be back here in Goelz
that's right.
The following week, the following Friday for the second round. So.
I forgot that's how the WIAA works it.
Yep, they changed that up a little bit. So, 2nd down and about 7. And Morgan fakes the handoff to Zills and takes the end around himself, cuts back. He's got a little bit of room there, and he'll make it down near the 10-yard line. Nice bit of running by
3rd and 1.
Morgan to get close to the first down. 3rd and 1. If they can punch this one across, that's pretty much going to seal the deal. So they'll line up in the eye and look for something to Southern, I think. Nope, it'll be Zills following Southern. He gets stuffed. Don't know if he made it. I think they're going to run this one down now. Do you put in Carpenter and put this one out of reach, take that chance, or the Tritons are going to take a timeout, I believe. 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Oh, no, they're going to measure.
Oh, they're going to measure. Very tempting because it's pretty much a chip shot for Carpenter. Barring any kind of disaster or block, that would certainly do it.
Yes.
On the other hand, you could try to punch it over and run out the clock right here. If you don't make it, the Tritons still have 90 yards to 90 yards in a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Exactly.
So 4th and less than a yard.
It looks like they're going to go for it.
And now the clock will wind. The ref's trying to get it to wind, but nobody's winding the clock.
Aparicio is in at fullback.
It's the home clock, and they're not winding it. There he goes now. The referee's waving both arms down there. Aparicio at fullback. He'll probably get the ball, don't you think? Oh, no, probably not. Now the Jaguars take a timeout. I think if I were Jonas, I'd be asking the referees to take a few seconds off that clock.
Yeah. He was jumping up and down trying to wind that, the referee was. And
yeah, there's a discussion with the ref right now.
Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop.
Again, looks like Aparicio is going to be in at fullback once again.
Just a reminder, those of you watching at home on your mobile devices or on your home computer, WIAA TV is a new service of Ashwaubenon School District, and the Notre Dame Academy also is a member of the WIAA network. Only two of about 4 or 5 Wisconsin schools on the network, and 2 of them right here in our conference. So Morgan is going to hand it to Zills. He's got a crease, and he's got a first down.
That should put it away for the Jaguars now.
1:11 left to go, and the Jaguars have a first down on their own on the Triton 5-yard line, and Tritons will call their final timeout.
Real nice job there by the Jaguars to get that last first down. That pretty much seals the deal, barring any unforeseen radical circumstance.
So the Jaguars are going to improve to 4-4, which is good enough to get you into the postseason. The Tritons will drop to 3-5, and we've got a good young team. Probably can expect quite a bit out of them next year, but that'll be the end of it for this year. Jaguars also with a young team. Lots of juniors starting both ways for the Jaguars. A few sophomores.
Very young group. It'll be interesting to see now as the WIAA puts together the seeding and who the matchups will be for the Jags.
The Jaguars line up in the I formation with Aparicio at the fullback and Zills at the tailback. You got 2 split receivers. Morgan up under center. He'll give to Zills around the end, and he won't get much, but he'll get down to the 4-yard line. And they'll let the clock tick. Under a minute now. The Jaguars will probably run one more play. Congratulations on the sideline for the Jaguars. Morgan looks over the defense, looks over the offense, looks at the clock, taking his time. And I think he's just going to take a knee. And he does, and that'll do it. A little frustration on the part of the Triton defensive line there. Morgan taking a knee and then pushing in and knocking him down. Not cool, but apparently not illegal either.
Nope. Kind of Tampa Bay Buccaneer-esh.
And there's your game. So the Tritons of Notre Dame come into Goelz Field at Ashwaubenon High School. Put up a good fight, but they only score 13 points in. Your Ashwaubenon Jaguars put 21 up. move to 4-4 and into the playoffs. The Tritons go home 3-5 and not in the playoffs.
Nice job today by the Jaguars, especially in the second half, as they would go through and do some the things that they did in the second half. The second half adjustments, they came out right away, scored, were able to take the lead, and did a real nice job in that.
And as we said, the Jaguars, once the seeding comes out, will know where they play, but it definitely will be an away game for this first time. And then if they win that, they'll be right back here at Goelz Field for the second round of the playoffs. And wish them luck. 4-4 is a new season, new life, and opportunity to make some waves in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to be in the playoffs and to have that chance. I mean, if you're not in the playoffs, you don't have a shot. And being in the playoffs gives you an opportunity to have a shot.
Well, from Goelz Field, I'm Bernie Rushlow along with Craig Hoyska, and we're going to wrap it up here as the Jaguars go victorious and head into the playoffs. Once again, we can't tell you if we'll be back later on, but if we do have a home playoff game, we'll be right back here on WIAA TV, bringing you all the action, and hoping to see you then.
Good night.